Hey guys, it's Matt with Mac's Video, and today we are doing a game review on the game Lifeline Crisis Line by 3 Minute Games. Now, if you are familiar with this channel and have followed me for a while, you know of the Lifeline games. If not, Lifeline is a series of uh, mobile games for phones, tablets, etc. The game style is that of a text-based game. It follows it. There's no actual movement or anything or characters. It's all text-based. It's designed as you and the character you're playing with are texting back and forth or talking back and forth. And so that's the style it's going for. Now this is, let's see, one, two, three, four, the fifth game that's come out for it, I believe. Yes. Um, the previous games were Lifeline, Lifeline Silent Night, Lifeline 2 Bloodline, and Lifeline Whiteout. Now, every game the first two, Lifeline and Lifeline Silent Night, had the same character. Every other game, though, have had different characters. However, it would be it would be safe to say that they somewhat exist within the same universe as each other. Because, especially in this game, it really leaned towards that belief. And also because every game has a linear kind of underlying story. Um, anyway, we'll just jump right into what this game's about. This game is you are following Detective Alex Esposito, who is a detective in the Austin Police Department. He has contacted you because he has seen some freaky stuff, and he needs an outside opinion to help him focus in and be able to do everything correctly and to make proper decisions. And this game employed a AI system, the help bot. Now the help bot is kind of designed as an app within an app, I guess you would say, that people sign up for this app and it connects you to a helper that helps you do things. I think it would be safe to say that its design would be for like people that are going through a life crisis or something and need somebody to talk to when they don't have anybody, sort of like a suicide hotline or depression hotline kind of thing. So kind of like that. But so Alex gets in touch with you and asks you to help him solve a murder case. An attorney has been murdered, and he encounters the aliens that are current throughout the entire series of Lifeline. Now, this is interesting because there's a reason it's called the Green series of games. It's because of these aliens. You see them all the way from the beginning. I don't think they were present in Whiteout. At least I don't remember them being. But throughout the other games, they're there. And so we as players know who they are. Alex does not. That is, if you've played the other games before this one. So you help Alex through everything. And also, just like the other games, this is a real-time game. That meaning that decisions are made in real time, and it takes him time to do things, and during those times you have to wait for him. Such as when he's saying, I'm going to go get a cup of coffee at the coffee shop, it's going to take me about 15 minutes. It's going to be 15 minutes before you hear from him again. Now, this game did run into some initial issues when it first released. That's why it's taken me this long to come out with this review. I love the Lifeline game, so it is odd that it took me this long because I got the game day of release. But they did run into some issues when it came out, that the HelpBot AI would blank screen people. So they did 2 patches. During those 2 patches, everybody who played the games, if you downloaded that patch, your game files were erased. And that's a bit problematic, in all honesty. Um, Come to find out, I was about 30 minutes away from the end of the game when my game files got deleted. So that was a problem, but I'm forgiving. I understood. So I was like, well, so no problems from here on out. My problem was it still was blank screening me, even though the patch that fixed it was supposed to fix it. Turns out that the phone I had, which was the Galaxy S5, could not run it properly. That's understandable. The phone is about 2 to 3 years old. Technology is a fast beast. So I got me a new phone, the Google Pixel. Great phone. I am planning on doing a review of it soon, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So got on that. I was able to play it through again, and overall, probably one of the better, I don't know, more interactive stories that the Lifeline games have brought us. With the other ones, such as Adams and Arica and Taylor, they had very sci-fi, terms to it, to where Taylor was on a distant planet or on a spaceship. Arica was a wizard, and I mean, it was a bit different with Adams, to where he was kind of dropped just in the middle of nowhere with amnesia. So, I mean, that's kind of science fiction-y. The end of it kind of lent more to science fiction, to where this one was straight up cop drama. Like an episode of Criminal Minds, CSI, Law and Order kind of stuff. So that was interesting. I liked the way they did that. A friend of mine said that it was a bit slow. I kind of agree, but at the same time, I disagree. It would slow down, but it was doing it for a storytelling purpose, I felt. It can't just be high octane the entire way. That gets boring within itself. So, good storytelling, and it was a fun story, and Alex was a fun character to be with, because, he was kind of dry sense of humor, kind of stuck in his ways, hard outer shell kind of guy. And you kind of break through that outer shell the further along in the game you go. So that was fun, and it was nice. It was a fun setting. Austin is an interesting city. I've been there a few times. So it's like the South, but at the same time, Austin within itself is kind of like a weird place in the South, to where it's not particularly Southern. I know if anybody from Austin is watching this, they're probably going to disagree with me. But anyway, so fun setting, fun game. A little buggy to begin with, but it all got fixed in the end. So good on you. 3-minute games. Thank you so much for this game. I loved it. I love all of the games you've made so far. I can't wait for the next one, because as the end of the game shows, there's definitely going to be further games in this series, which is fantastic. I mean, the game itself is like $2, so definitely worth the $2, I think. A lot of games nowadays they bludgeon you with in-app purchases, so this one is strictly a $2, you get a game. Have a good day. And the community for Lifeline is a fun community. There's Twitter pages and YouTube pages all dedicated just to this game. And so thank y'all for the game. Thank you for the experience that you've brought through these games. I'm hoping to see where everything comes together. It started to in this game because you get a mention of Arica in this game, which she was probably my favorite character I've run into in the Lifeline series. She was fun and sassy, and you kind of got a cliffhanger at the end of her game. So I want to see where everything comes together. Where does everybody meet? Like with Taylor and Adams, I'm not so sure you're going to meet up with them, but Arica is her ending was in the air, I felt. So I'm willing to see where that's going. Um, that's all I got for this game. I don't want to give away too much in this game because of the fact that every decision matters. I don't want to tell you what to do because you make the game what it is by the choices you make. And yeah, you're going to make wrong decisions every now and again. And I know I killed Alex twice before I finally got through the thing. But you can go back, change your decisions, so don't be afraid to make a decision you think is risky. This is all about a thinking game. It's strategy without puzzle skills, I guess, is the way I look at it. But that's all I have on this game, guys. If you want, check out my other Lifeline reviews. I'll try to get some links in the description below so you can get to those easy. And again, thank you 3 Minute Games, and I think it's Big Fish Games is the other helper for this one. That's all for me, guys. See y'all in the next one.